It's October 16th, 2011, and what I'm going to show you is a great microclimate here on Salt Spring Island. I'm in a private garden, and I don't want to disclose the location, but there are many microclimates, excellent microclimates like this on our island. So what you're looking at there are some very tall Trachycarpus fortunei palms. That's a female there on the left, absolutely loaded to the max with fruit, and I will be harvesting that in another month and a half. There's some beautiful yuccas at the base there of these palms. That's a male on the right. These look like Yucca recurvifolia. There's self-seeded palms around the base of this mother palm here. That's Delosperma there, the ice plant. Over here we have a large Chamaerops humilis. That's a Mediterranean fan palm. Might be the largest one on Salt Spring Island. You can see the trunks on this one. Huge trunks on this Chamaerops. In here we have a Trachycarpus wagnerianus female, loaded with seed, and I always take a lot of seed off of this palm here. So that's going to be hybridized because of the male Trachycarpus fortunei there. There's some rhodos in here. There's lots of petasites. I notice a lot of bamboo coming up in here too. There's a hedge of Phyllostachys. Or actually, sorry, that's Pseudosassa japonica right there. That's arrow bamboo. Hypophia here. That's red hot poker. There's Choicea tornata here, Mexican orange. Some very large Fatsia, tree size ones there. There's a native Arbutus mancesii there. In here there's also a very large Butea capitata palm, Pindo Palm. See the trunk on it. Remember, none of these plants here get protected. They're all on their own. There's no winter protection. Another Trachycarpus fortunei. And there is a Dicksoni antarctica there, a small one. More palms up in there. There's one of my tikis I carved for the owners here last summer. So this is the upper garden. Very, very tropical, as you can see. It's a very warm microclimate. It's still morning here, and I notice that some other places on the island did get frost. Well, here frost comes late in the fall, and it finishes early too in the spring. Before spring, I'll tell you that. It has a long frost-free growing season. There's a fig tree right there, Ficus carica. More palms along the edge here, Trachycarpus fortunei. Those are locally grown from a friend of mine in Vancouver. Some dahlias blooming down there by the water. This is the neighbor's yard on this side. So that's the overall upper garden. That's what it looks like from here. Isn't that beautiful? And going down into the lower garden, there's bananas there, and a large stand of Phyllostachys bambuzoides. That's Madaki, Japanese timber bamboo. And there's Trachycarpus fortunei growing under it. That's Chinese windmill palm. There's Helleborus there. That's Musabaju banana. Lots of figs on that there this summer. There's looks like a second crop coming. Lots of irises growing in here. There's a huge cordyline used to be here, but it was leaning, so they chainsawed it down. But to give you an idea how big it is, there's the trunk on it. It's absolutely massive. It's about a foot thick at the base or more. Ganera manicata that was a little burnt out from the summer. There's a large Butea capitata that's been growing there for, I guess, 15 years now or more. Actually, that one was planted in '94, I believe, so 17 years. There's some Phormium tenax, Yucca filamentosa down in here. There's the stand of bamboo. Nice look at that. And so this is a Pindo Palm. There's the trunk on it. It is absolutely huge. There's some beautiful Trachycarpus wagnerianus there. And fortunei here, going down to the ocean. There's variegated filamentosa yucca. Greenform filamentosa. There's Hemeracalis in here. And up here is a Fremontodendron. Might even be a few flowers on it still. It's very warm down here on the beach. There's a Trachycarpus hybrid, absolutely loaded with seed. Isn't that beautiful? Lots of irises in here. This is a very subtropical garden, what we're looking at. Daphne in here. There's a beautiful sable minor palm. This is native to the southeastern United States. It's been here for, well, it was planted in 1997. Thriving. Definitely gets enough heat units down here. Southwest facing exposure. There's a beautiful clump of Yucca Gloriosa Superba. And up there is a Cordyline australis, New Zealand cabbage palm. Here we got some bronzeworm Phormium tenax. There's a grandiflora magnolia there. And somebody planted a Musa baju in there. There's the Gunnera manicata. So that's your overall look at this garden from the beach. There's another huge Camerops humilis here. This was planted as a 5-gallon in the mid-1990s, and it is absolutely massive. So that's a European fan palm, and there's a nice look at the fig tree. And get up on the sun deck here, and we'll show you an overall view of the garden. It is like being in the tropics down here, and like I say, it soaks up the heat because of the exposure. The people here do not protect anything. Like I say, everything is on its own. So that's what it looks like from up here. There's the beach. That beautiful. And there's a Eucalyptus dollarium a huge Eucalyptus dollarium. And there's another stand of bamboo in here too, and a fig tree. Fig tree there. There's actually a Livistona chinensis palm in here, which is totally neglected and dried out, and I don't even know if it's still alive. Oh, it's still alive. It's in the corner there. It never gets watered. And if there's a hose there, yeah, there is a hose. Hopefully the tap's on. I'll give it a bit of a drink. So that's a Livistona that's been totally neglected. Let's see if the water's on. I don't think so. Oh, it is. Huh, that's good. So we'll give that guy a little drink there. That's been there for about 10 years, that palm. And the reason it's brown fronds on it is because it's just dried right out. Poor thing. So let's give it some water down in there. And then one last shot of the garden here. Lots of sedum spathifolium growing on the rocks out there too. So there's a beautiful site there. Salt Spring Island, British Columbia, Canada. And that's what it looks like on mid-October, on a beautiful mid-October day in one of our prime growing areas of the island. Like I say, there's many areas like this on Salt Spring Island. And this is what I say or call taking advantage of the climate. Milking it for all it's worth, because these are some of the cool plants that we can grow on this island.